I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known.
Hey Malamingos, what's going on? So today we are doing the 400 special. I got louder. Today we are doing the 400 special. I did not expect to do this until I don't know, give me like 2 weeks or something. No, we hopped right into 400 subscribers, which is amazing. So thank you guys so much for 400 subs. We hit 420 subs right now, as you see above you. So yeah, that was really cool. Like I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, you guys are so amazing. But before I say anything, there's something I have to address. You guys are so incredibly amazing, my little mangoes. My little mangoes are so talented and amazing in their own little ways. Like, even those who just watch my videos, like, the fact that you watch my videos and enjoy them is, like, unfathomable to me enough. Today I have a few shoutouts because I was submitted something I did not expect at all. People submitted me a lot of art for videos. I was like, wait, what? Hold on, what? Excuse me? So I'm going to give them a little quick shout out. I'm going to give shout outs to their Instagram and to their YouTube channel. You can go check out either. I don't know the Instagram to some of them, so just bear with me here. So first off, we have this lovely person right here. You obviously know her. She is well, you know her. She's my main artist onto this channel that makes a lot of my pictures for these ones, like the thumbnails to a lot of them. A very good amount. So yeah. The name, obviously you can see right there, is Cosplay Kingdom, and her Instagram is Stella, as you see there. Man, it's gonna be so hard to edit later. But yeah, that was really cool. Uh, she is an amazing artist who likes to make art for my videos. She's incredibly sweet and very kind. In fact, she's making art for the next couple videos that are gonna come later today or tomorrow, depending how long this actually does take to edit. It's a very long episode. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I have to do a lot of math in my head because of it. Second shout out today is to this person. You awkward Arkia. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, I'm so sorry. If you go to her community, she put 2 pictures that she did for Wyan and Katsuki, which are right here and here. Yeah, there's these 2. Don't they look so cool? I was freaking out for like forever. Like, every time people just give me like any form of art, they're just like, "Oh, is it okay? It looks kind of weird, right?" I'm like, "No, it looks amazing. I'm freaking out. It looks so cool. Oh, that is amazing." Oh, I was freaking out for like days. I just have to give these people some shout outs because, like, you guys don't have to make me anything. It's not a requirement. It's not like, oh, if you want to be on my channel, you have to do this or this. And like, no, just, well, if you enjoy my content, then go ahead and watch it. If you don't, then go ahead and click off. I'm just making this for your guys' entertainment and kind of for my own. So I hope you guys like these videos. And then the last person I'm gonna give a quick little shout out is to this person right here. This person's YouTube name is Sapphire, and her Instagram name is Bella. She made these 2. She made these 2 wonderful outfits, which are outfits inspired for the character Wyan. And I'm just like, what? It looks so good. Oh, I love the fact that like they put like an actual like body formation so you can see the clothes better instead of just putting the clothes, because like now you can like actually see it like what it was as if it would look like on a person. And it looks really cool, like a really unique take on how like a modern version of their clothes would be, right? Right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but honestly, I don't know. I love it so much. I love God, all you guys are so talented and so cool. You guys put me to shame. But honestly, guys, you guys are so amazing and so cool in your own ways. I get people like messaging me like, "Hey, I made a little bit of fan art for your thing." I'm just like, "Really? Really? Really?" I get excited because like, I'm not used to this type of stuff, guys. And I love all of you so much. You guys don't like, I don't know, like it's a weird feeling cuz like before I'm pretty sure like you guys would understand like, but like I'm saying like a lot and I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know how to explain how I feel cuz like I said like again. It's just amazing. It's like you can't say anything cuz that's how amazing it is and you're just speechless. I just had to give a couple of shout outs to these people for just actually going out of their way and making stuff for this channel. I'm just like, you don't have to. You really don't. But when you do, it's so amazing and you're obviously gonna, like get shown because like that's amazing work and you deserve to be given credit for that. Another person I should probably give credit to is someone who wrote a fan fiction for me that I might put later on my channel, but I kind of need them to put more comics. um, and this lovely person right here. This lovely person right here. Here. Ha. Izuku Midoriya's daughter, I think it says Kiwi. I believe it said something else earlier, but yeah, it says Kiwi now, so that's cool. I'm pretty sure I gave them a shout out a while back, but I'm gonna give them another one because I love giving shout outs. They really deserve it. But yeah, just you look quick shout outs. This person made me a fan fiction. Well, they made fan fiction and they wanted me to read it and they wanted me to hopefully one day put it on my channel. And I might, but I need enough to make like a 30-minute episode. So I kind of need you to make a little bit more. And I'm kind of really intrigued into the story. And I was gonna ask your permission if I could, like add Wyan in there just to, out of curiosity what Wyan would do if she was in that situation. But it's only if you want, just a little tweak. Not because like the original story is really good. Don't get me wrong. The original story is really good for just is this three it's just 3 parts right now. Last time I checked, it might be 4 now, and I hope there's 4 because I wanted to read a new chapter. It's on Wattpad. I'll show it here. Yeah, they're right here. So, here. Sorry. Their profile is right here. So, you can check that out. And this is the story they're making, and you can check that out on Wattpad. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of things you guys make that are so cool that you guys like recommend or like give to me, like give to show me, and it's just so cool that I just had to bring attention before we start this episode. So, but yeah, I had to because it looks so amazing, guys. You guys are so incredibly talented, and you guys don't even know. Like every time you guys show me your artworks, it kind of makes me a little sad because every single time you guys say like, oh, I thought you weren't gonna like it, or like, oh, it doesn't really look that good, and I have to disagree with you strongly. Everyone's artwork is different. Everyone's artwork is their own unique way of drawing. So your artwork that you submit to me is your way of conveying your version of what you see art-wise. And I love seeing your perspective. So if you send me an art piece and you have expectations for me not to like it or something, then you are highly mistaken. Because I'm like so excited to see how you take a series that you take this series and you like, you make like a version that you know, and you think of something in your head enough to be able to put it on a piece of paper, which is just astonishing. Like, it takes me hours, literally hours, to even come up with an idea to put for these of these like of these videos. Like, for whenever I put my own art in these videos, it takes me hours because I'm trying to come up with an idea that relates to the story based off of my knowledge. But when you guys do it, it's like a fresh new palette, and it's so unique and so different than what I would have ever done where I would have taken that character, that it's just amazing to me. So whenever you guys like make artwork and you think I'm not gonna like it, you are highly mistaken. I love all of your art that you do. No matter what, like, even if a person were to give me stick figures and tell me that they think their art is terrible, I would tell you wrong. Because even if they're stick figures, that is your representation of what you you can draw down and take from something that you are just watching, which is amazing that you even took the time to sketch, no matter how long it took, or how little of a time it took. You took the time out of your day to sketch something that is honestly just like it's like a little small fan fiction, and I never expected any of that. I expected nothing, honestly. I didn't expect to have any viewers, as I said in my other special. So it's honestly amazing to me every time you guys do something like that, because I feel like you guys don't get like shouted out enough. Like, you guys need, like, how do I say this? I love all my little mangoes, okay? I love everything you guys do. It's honestly amazing. Even when you guys just comment on my videos. You guys comment funny comments, or like serious comments, or comments that are like talking with me. Like, some of you are even like commenting like hey, how are you feeling, or stuff like that. And it's so sweet and so amazing that you guys even care to comment on my videos. It, honestly, it kind of chokes me up a little bit. uh Though I should probably stop blabbering like an idiot and go on with the video. There's two things I have to say before we start the video, though. But honestly, before I do, thank you guys so much, and I want my little mangoes to love themselves like I love you guys. I had to say that real quick, because I feel like you guys shouldn't feel insecure about what you do, because what you do is amazing. No matter no matter what you do, even if a person just came up to me and just drew random lines on a paper, or like just painted random colors together, to me that is such a fascinating way to take such a series. Like, you took it into your own version of how you see it. So I just wanted to say, like, you guys, it's amazing what you guys do, and I really am so sad every time that you guys show me, because you always put yourself down and always say like, hey, I didn't think you were actually gonna like this, but I do, and I hope you guys like your artwork too as much as I do. You guys deserve to. But without me getting more teary-eyed, I'll go ahead and make the two other announcements. I just had to say that real quick, guys. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, new other announcement. Sidetrack. This is the music that I will be using in this video, and and there's a bit of a warning with this one. There's a lot of angst and a lot of crying scenes. So if you're uncomfortable with crying scenes or angst, you might want to skip ahead a lot of points. I unfortunately did not point out as many, because the whole video is basically a crying video, but it tells a lot through the story. So I'm so sorry, guys, but there's a lot of angst and crying scenes in this one. I hope I did a good job with crying. I don't know if I did. I had to get like real motivation. I spent like 3 days in the comment section just like, okay, time to get teary-eyed. But yeah, there's a lot of crying scenes and a lot of angst, so just a quick little warning for you guys. There's also a few yelling parts, so if any of you guys have sensitive ears, I recommend not putting it 100% in your ears if any of you are wearing headphones. But without further ado, before I go rambling on even more, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And here is part 2 of the Spring Princess out of 3.
He slammed his hand on the wall.
Are you kidding me? How can you say it's okay? Damn it. Why do you have to be so nice? Stop laughing, damn it.
If you hug me any tighter, I might suffocate. I've accepted my fate years ago. I thank you for the enthusiasm, sorry. I'm a little shaken up right now. I'm a little very shaken up right now. But I'm okay. Besides, if I lose heart, won't that just give him what he wants? For me to give up? That's why I smile. Damn. Now, if you're gonna do as you say and get me out of the situation, even though it's very unlikely, you might as well have a level mind while doing so.
Huh?
Even though I'm not on board, I know you won't stop. I've known you very little amount of time, but I've known you enough to know that you'll strive no matter what I say. I don't want to give you false hope, but I doubt it's possible. But knowing you, you'll try anyway.
How do you know?
I'm very observant, I guess you could say. During our day yesterday, I noticed how you put your heart in everything. Even things that really didn't matter, you did it anyway. Very admirable trait.
I'm getting you out of this.
As you say. Good luck, though.
Those wounds. You okay?
Oh, these? It's fine. They'll heal up fast. Don't worry. Just give me a second.
What the?
Sorry, did I scare you? I didn't mean to. Sorry. It does look kind of weird when I'm regenerating.
You can regenerate?
Well, I'm basically made out of plants.
Ugh.
I heal very quickly because I just regrow new different types of skin based off of plants. I'm basically made out of it. And if I'm a highly intelligent plant that is made to survive no matter what, it's make me a perfect punching bag, doesn't it?
No. It just makes you strong, not a punching bag.
As you like to word it.
By the way, mind if I ask you a serious question?
It's about the necklace, isn't it? As I'm sure you know, a dear old father gave this one to me. I can go into detail if you like.
It won't hurt you?
It's been too long. I'll be fine. Just give me a second.
Of course.
Okay. Don't worry, I won't take too much time. Well, it was a long time ago. Back in the old war. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I'm pretty sure everyone heard of it.
My father, along with our greatest army, was in a major war with the very first branch kingdom. Summer and winter. Their army was very good. They could make an infinite amount of armies from just their fingertips. We didn't have anything like that. I wasn't fully developed yet, so I couldn't create anything. When Dad tried to fight for my life, he fought and fought. He fought all the way. We managed to destroy a good part of their army, but they just could make more and more. We were overwhelmed. We did find a weakness, but it wasn't effective enough. There must have been more than one weakness that we should have used, but we didn't find it. Our fault, though. We underestimated the situation. It was a branch kingdom after all. It wasn't supposed to be as strong as the main kingdoms, but for some reason it beat us, putting Spring in a very weak position. Although beautiful, it does have its less favorable. I guess it should have been as expected, but oh well. Anywho, during one of our fights, we managed to infiltrate the kingdom, the main kingdom, the kingdom of the branch family, the Todorokis. My father managed to make it in. It was a long and hard fight that he had against their king. The king that used to belong to the King of Summer. The one who was supposed to take the main role, but ended up losing it to another. Yotoshi? I believe everyone calls him All Might. In his prime. I'm not sure. Izuku likes to talk about him, but I'm normally trying to figure out, other things to protect my family and everything. Oh well. My father made it there, and he fought the King Todoroki. But right as he thought he was going to win and defeat him, one of the Todoroki's sons, the one I'm betrothed to, took their final blow right into my dad's heart. He wasn't the one born with the gem, so he couldn't quickly regenerate. I could, but he couldn't. So he couldn't heal. I couldn't heal him. I was too young. I couldn't use my power yet. He died. 2 weeks before the war, though, he had given me something. He told me, "My dear Wyan, you're such a happy and joyful little girl. Never lose that, no matter what they do to you. Love yourself. Never give up. Take this. It's a locket. You can keep things in it to hide it. And it will always be our memory." Daddy? Don't worry, I'll be back. I love you.
I love you too, Daddy.
That was the last I ever heard of him. Ever since then, I kept the necklace on. I only take it off to hide it from him. He hates it. He finds it as a reminder of his mistakes, and a reminder of what he used to do for his father, who he hates. Which isn't my fault, but oh well. But you see, that's why he hates my necklace so much. But I refuse to give it up. I never will, and there's no matter what anyone says, I won't. I just won't part with it. It's the only thing I won't part with. I understand. Huh? I get it. I really do. Katsuki let go of me and held my hands instead. I'm sorry for all you've been through, all you've had to lose and witness. I promise you, I will help you any way I can. The only way you can help me now is stay longer. Huh? You're leaving, right? Like tomorrow? That's so sad. Can't you stay longer? I'm getting married in 2 weeks. I would like some company before I sell my life away. If you really want to help me, can you do that? Of course. After that, Izuku basically had to hold back Katsuki whenever Dabi would enter anywhere or make comments on anything. He walked in like he owned the place. Gave directions and orders we had to follow. Gave us a plan for the preparations of the wedding. After that, he left without even saying a goodbye. The entire time, Izuku and a few of the guards had to watch Katsuki to make sure he didn't, try to kill Dabi. Afterward, Katsuki wrote a letter back to his parents, saying that he decided to stay a little bit longer than he expected. He's taking a liking there, and he would like to stay a little bit longer. He ends up allowed to, and he stays the full 2 weeks. During this time, he starts to plan a little escape for Wyan. Every now and then, Dabi would visit with a new trinket or gift that really seemed more like a torture weapon that she would have to endure on her wedding day. Every now and then, though, he never came much, and if he did, it was never for long. Dabi seemed to be surprised with how much he saw the prince there, the summer and fall prince, but he never paid too much mind to it. Each time he was there, he would discipline and order. It always made Katsuki mad, but he kept his composure. He had to, for Wyan's sake. He didn't know why he felt so strongly to save her, but with all she's been through, it's the least she deserves. During this time, he also got to know the kids very well. They even wanted to help him plan. Wyan's kind of made it as a joke at first, but now she kind of wants to go along with it. It might even work. Katsuki's thought of this plan all the way through. The only problem now is the inspection. Dabi has arranged an inspection to watch over Wyan, to make sure everything is prepared for the wedding, and she doesn't do anything that she's not supposed to. If they come here and inspect, and if they find any trace of the plans, they're done for. They have put plenty of thought and preparation into this. It'd be a waste to ruin it all. But they had to take that chance. They had to save Wyan. Everyone in the entire town agreed. Wyan didn't like the idea of getting the town involved. If anything, she was against it, 100%. She didn't want any harm coming to the town. But what can you do, right? To their dismay, the day came, the day of the inspection. On this day, kids hid inside their houses along with their parents. The inspectors came. They inspected every household carefully from every detail, eventually making it to the castle, and from there they checked everywhere. Luckily, Wyan was very smart. She managed to hide it in a place no one would ever think to look, inside the heart of a tree. a friend of hers, Mr. Oak, as she called him. He opened a hole within his trunk and was holding the plans there. Now all we have to do is make sure they don't suspect the trees. But these are professionals. What are they to do? And as you can see, this is the last room. The dining hall.
We see.
The men go and check out the area. They check every nook and cranny. I sigh. This is so sad, I think in my head. I can feel a hand on my shoulder and I look up. The belonger to the hand was Katsuki. He gave me a smile, which was weird, but at the same time comforting. Then he looked back with a serious and concentrated look. Was this really gonna work? I thought in my head. I pushed away all doubt. No, I have to have faith in them. They're my family, my friends, my people. I must have faith in them.
We haven't been out there yet, have we?
I suddenly heard one of the men say. They were pointing to my garden. No, I thought in my head. Please don't go in the garden. I wasn't so much worried that they would find the plans. I was more worried that they would do exactly what they always do. Trample without a care in the world. They would have killed all my flowers running all over the garden, trying to figure out where everything's at.
We probably should check there next.
No. I think in my mind. I almost break down, but I don't. I'm stronger than that. I feel a hand hold mine. Huh? I look down and then look where the hand belonged to. Katsuki again. He was holding my hand. Like as if he could read my thoughts. I could tell Wyan was stressed. The moment they mentioned garden, she was stressed. But I doubt it was for the plans. I don't think she has much faith in it deep inside of her. I know she trusts us, but I know there's a part of her that still doubts. I wish I could change that. The more and more time I spend with her, I just see how this amazing person doesn't deserve any of this. I mean, a freaking inspection to make sure they don't do anything wrong at a wedding? It's freaking ridiculous. Nonetheless, they did go outside to the garden. But before they could do anything to the flowers, Wyan touched the ground. Here, I'll clear the path, she said. She touched the ground, and the flowers began to go inside the ground, like as if they were being unborn, or turned back into seeds, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really one for those type of words. Wyan seemed to put on the most fakest smile I've ever seen, but to these men, I don't think they would notice a difference.
All right.
They waited until she was done. Then they went and checked everything. Every last thing.
All right.
The inspection's over? Wyan thinks in her head.
Time for phase 2.
Phase 2? I hear Wyan mumble. I look over to my side. I see Wyan, Izuku, and Izuku's mother, with a look of shock on their faces. And then I whip my head back and they're digging holes in the ground? 2 of the men were digging holes, gigantic holes in the ground, while the other 2 men were chopping down trees like crazy.
Don't worry, princess, this is just to make sure that nothing, and I mean nothing, gets in the way of the wedding. This was insane. This was insane. Nonetheless, they destroyed her entire garden. All that was left was the last oak tree, the one where the plants were hidden inside. With one swing, it looked like Mr. Oak Tree waved goodbye as that one swing was took. A branch had moved in a specific position. I could hear Wyan's wailing and crying, pounding onto the floor as she fell to her knees. As I tried to help her up, or to help comfort her, this last swing was made. The tree had fell, and the plants fell out. I believe we found what we were looking for. Alright. Call HQ. Dobby was correct. And don't worry, tell Dobby that we did take the long way like he asked. What? One of the men smiled at her with an ugly smile. I didn't know what to do. The moment I heard that, he knew. He knew since the beginning. And they did this. I looked out to see their smiles on their faces as they called in with some weird technology we've never seen before. They look so professional. They look so happy tearing up my life work, my babies, Tiger Lily, Tula, all my friends that I grew over the years. I couldn't hold it in anymore. That was my everything. The garden was the last thing I had left. I screamed as loud as I could. I cried. I hit the floor. I could feel people hugging me. All I really wanted to do was close my eyes and go away. I wanted to be sucked into the earth and never come back. All of my poor friends had to suffer. And the worst part was I was the only one to hear their screams. They were calling out to me. They were screaming towards me. All of them. All of them. My poor garden. I'm so sorry. Suddenly, Wyan stood up and ran into her room, slamming open the door and slamming it closed. Jumped on her bed and she just had a big old cry. Katsuki and Izuku went to follow her, but Izuku's mother held Izuku back. She needs time alone. But Mom, did you not... How can we just... I know. Suddenly the household broke into tears. Katsuki was just left there, speechless. He ran after where Wyan went. He could see what happened to Izuku and Wyan, the men as they chuckled so sinisterly as they left the premise. He wanted to hurt them. He wanted to hurt them all. But he couldn't do anything. It made him so mad. He couldn't do a thing. Katsuki started to curse under his breath. He was so mad, so angry at himself. How could he let this happen? How could anyone let this happen? The plan had to work. It had to now. Even though the plans were taken, he had a precaution. He knew he would have one. He would have to order his army. He would have to order their old armies. He doesn't know what he's going to do, but he's going to try everything. All of this is coursing through Katsuki's mind as he's trying to find Wyan. He ends up at her room. He knocks slowly, but doesn't receive an answer. He puts his ear into the door. He can't hear a thing. Wyan. Go away. Go away, please. Please just go away. Please. Please don't be alone right now. You could hear slight crying through the door. You could hear the crying get louder until the door slammed open. She engulfed him in a humongous hug. And she let it go. Everything she was building up, all the tears, everything that was inside of her, she just let it out. One big cry. He sat down. Well, he walked her to her bed and sat down. He held her and tried to comfort her as best as he possibly could. Well, he tried. Eventually, she calmed down and fell asleep. He tucked her in, but before he could leave, Katsuki, I know this is wrong to ask, but please, I don't want to be alone. I'll stay here. Katsuki pulled up a chair, one of the wooden homemade ones. I could stay here till you fall asleep. Wyan laid there. She reached out. No words were spoken, but Katsuki, he didn't know what came over him. He laid down with her. She hugged him so tightly, like as if she let go, the whole world was gonna end. He did the same. They fell into sleep like that. They woke up the next morning to sun in their face. There were knocks at the door. Katsuki woke up first. This was it. The day before the wedding. Everything must be prepared and be perfect. The inspection was torture. One day left. That's all they had to put this plan in motion. Katsuki got up. Damn it. Katsuki knew he did bad. He shouldn't have stayed here. He should have just sat on the chair and held her hand till she fell asleep or something. Not lay with her. He knew it was nothing that bad, but still. She's not to be married. He started to look away. Katsuki? That made him snap back into reality, away from his thoughts. And he looked back at her. Wyan. What's wrong? She got out of bed. I was so upset. I slept in my dress. You should go back to your room. I should probably change. Of course. Thank you. Anytime. Katsuki left back to his room. He set a sigh of relief once he got there. That was so nerve-wracking.
Eventually, Wyan finished, and so did Katsuki. Izuku, Wyan, and Izuku's mother, well, their mother, had a very silent breakfast that next morning. Katsuki's plan was already in motion, but something happened that he could not have seen. Since Dabi knew of the plans, he must have known about the whole crashing the wedding thing, right? Unfortunately for Katsuki, he realized this too late. 'Cause soon, without even knowing it, there stormed in Dabi. Huh? They all look surprised. Toya Todoroki, why didn't you inform us about your visit? Izuku's mother suddenly said. I'm here for Wyan. I decided to make her stay with us the day before the wedding, and clearly it was needed. I just want to make sure all the preparations go well. Have to make sure she's wearing the correct outfit. You know, the preparations and all. Oh, clearly I need to be here more often. So you slack off while I'm not here? How terrible. I'm about to be wed. Shouldn't you be trying to get used to those type of clothes? Oh well. Come along. Oh, and you don't have a choice. Hey, what do you... Suddenly Katsuki stopped in his tracks. Wyan was suddenly picked up by the guards that were here last time. Huh? Wait, Oh, don't worry. We've already packed your bags. Say goodbye to your friends as we leave. This wedding is happening whether we like it or not. If this wedding happens, it's gonna be on my terms, not my stupid father's. So you're coming with me. But I have... One more day left? Not at all. It's so sad that you plot against me. You know, normally I wouldn't even do this. I even thought about letting you go after we married. But a certain person in my castle changed my mind about that. He has a certain plan to get revenge on my father. I'm sure you don't know him. Well, actually, you might. Do you remember that guard I had? Shigaraki? Do you remember him? Well, he's forming a rebellious team. Lucky you. Get to be candidate number 1. Oh, don't hyperventilate on me now. Back with Katsuki and the rest. No. No, we were so close. They were gonna be reinforcements and all of this changing of plans? No. Oh, come on. There's no way I could have seen this coming. Katsuki-san looked at Izuku. His eyes were wide. His mouth was close shut. Tears were streaming, but they were silent tears. It looked like his whole world was destroyed in front of him, brought back to life, and then destroyed again. No. Suddenly he mumbled out, No. he started to say louder. Suddenly, he noticed Izuku's mom was doing the same thing as well. They started screaming and pleading with the words no, like as if it would do something. Like as if the word no would just suddenly stop everything that's happening right now and make it go back to the way it used to be. The way it was supposed to be. A happy and blissful town. But it didn't work. Back with Wyan. Dobby had thrown Wyan into a jail cell. Stay there in the meantime. The wedding will be happening tomorrow at noon. You will be prepared an hour before it starts. That way you don't get any ideas. Wyan was quiet. She was scared. But not for her life. For the fact that she was wearing her father's necklace right now. She was hoping he didn't notice. Luckily for her, he didn't care enough to take it away. I'll leave you now, but trust me, you will not like it in the morning. Goodbye. She started to break down in tears again. But this time she wiped him away fast. She opened her locket and grabbed the seed. I hate you. She starts to mumble to herself. I tried so hard to like you. I tried so hard to change my destiny. I tried everything. But in the end, I can't. This made Dobby stop and listen to her words carefully. I tried everything. All I wanted was to be happy with my family and my town. I wanted them to live happily. I wanted them to live full and graceful lives. I wanted them all to be safe. I wanted them all to live wonderful, wonderful lives. But thanks to you, thanks to all this, now they're only gonna live in sadness. Because they lost what they considered a beacon of hope. I don't see why they chose me to be a hope. I'm just a stupid princess that failed them. But nonetheless, you took that away from them. Now my town will suffer, breaking your promise. If you don't realize, the deal was off a long time ago. Now we're just doing it so we can keep our eyes on the prize within inside you. I doubt we actually plan on keeping you. We just want the gem inside your heart. We'll use it to prosper over here, make life better. You'll probably end up being a tool of some sorts, just like how everyone here was. It sucks, but it's the truth. If anything, the whole plan with me, my guard Shigaraki, might actually save you, princess. But even if it did save you, I doubt it would do you any good. Sorry about this. But a woman should really know their place before they get hurt. With that, he walked off. She gritted her teeth. But she sighed. There's no changing it now. Oh, and if you even try to escape... Suddenly, Debbie was right in front of her. How did... Huh? I know what you're planning. He takes the seed from her hand. No, wait! And I know what else you're planning. And from that,
he started to rip the flowers out of her hair. She started to scream, "No! No! 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 No!" But it was too late. Almost every flower was stolen from her head. Not only was it a little painful, but she could hear them crying, screaming. Flowers that were supposed to be dead that was prospered off her hair.
Why?
This broke her completely, just to make sure you don't escape. Thought that was obvious. I'll confiscate these for now. I'll have my men do something with them. I'll probably end up throwing them in the trash, honestly. Sorry. Only way. Gotta make sure you don't escape. With that, he finally takes his final leave until the next day. With Katsuki. And that's where I'm ending it.